express his love for Hanoi through food photography in his next project. He has already started taking the first shots for this project. Today, he researched and visited a nice little restaurant to snap some Vietnamese distinctive dishes, such as vegetable soup cooked with green rice flakes, a salad made from shrimp and pomelo, as well as fish.
Yeah, get a bit closer. Yeah. That's it. Perfect. It's a beautifully presented dish. Yeah.
And the coriander, a little smell. And
Onion. Spring onion for that.
yeah.
Can you put your fingers back like this to the side? That's it.
Lacey not only captures these dishes for work, but he also has the opportunity to sample delicious Hanoi cuisine. As Vietnamese cuisine is a fascinating topic, he wants to tell intriguing stories about it to entice more visitors to Hanoi.
Usually, how do you get a personal story from?
See, with regards to architecture, with regards to pagoda, historical places like One Pillar Pagoda and the Temple of Literature. You've also got Franco architecture, and you have in the Old Quarter and the French Quarter, you have very unique architecture you won't find anywhere else. You've got beautiful shop houses and beautiful stuccos on buildings above the shop houses. And yeah, if you come to visit, a lot of foreigners only come for a day or a couple of days. Maybe they stay longer, but I think the best advice culture of Hanoi. So it's going to be a mixture of pictures of people with their stories, the food, come here, understand it, and appreciate the beauty of the architecture and the people.
Right. So, because you came here so many times, do you find the scenes different each time you visit? Like, you every time you learn something new, or like you find out some new details?
Oh, there's so much to learn. Like, there's so many fascinating little stories, and also the history is so incredible. You have the sun setting, literally, you get the golden hour shining straight down the street, and you can see all the people walking and carrying things with the sunlight right behind them. So it's a beautiful opportunity to get a photograph at the golden hour.
Yeah.
You once said that the process of taking a photo requires much more than just pressing the shutter button. So can you elaborate more on that? What do you mean by much more than just pressing the shutter button?
I think the culture of Hanoi, on the one hand, kind of quite normal, common,
I know what that is.
boring objects.
Yes.
Well,
my mom uses it all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, yeah.
The same
for ginger, and then for garlic, you know, and also small crab.
Yeah.
And she make crab soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I know it's in Vietnamese. It's called chay.
Chay.
Yeah, chay.
So this, to me, is absolutely exquisite.
Kind of thing in England.
I think in England it'll be a pestle and mortar, so it doesn't have a double handle like this.
Okay. Yeah.
And then this is another beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's the mold.
Yeah.
It's like a mooncake.
Yeah. So this is the sort of thing that I think that I hope I've certainly seen when I ever see them, and I found this in an old antique shop. I think it's just an absolutely beautiful carving of a little fish, and I think to myself, well, that'll make an incredible photograph with other objects that tell the story of what it's about. I think of as a artistic way of looking at objects is to basically just look at that object on its own.
Okay, like the shape, the size, the material.
Exactly, and use light.
In the light and rhythm of the people. All have inspired his creative artistic vision. After 16 months of researching and observation, Marcus took thousands of photos of Hanoi. Then, he selected 200 of his favorite photos to include in the Hanoi Photographic Collection photo book published in 2018. One can see through Marcus' photos the passage of time through the ship passing under the historic Long Binh Bridge, the ancient beauty of the memory-stained windows, and the French architecture in Hanoi. He also devoted an entire chapter to photos of traditional craft villages, such as Bat Cham Pottery Village. The book's photos have received thousands of likes and emojis and hundreds of positive comments on Facebook.
Marcus là một nhiếp ảnh gia thực sự dày công ghi lại những hình ảnh về Hà Nội. Chúng tôi là những người sinh ra và lớn lên Hà Nội, và cũng là những người làm kiến trúc. Thực sự là cảm động khi được nhìn thấy những cái hình ảnh mà anh đã lưu lại. Nó gợi nhớ những ký ức của người Hà Nội có sự tươi mới, lạc quan và sống động.
So show me some of the photos.
This is an incredible spectacle of Van Village. So apparently this festival has been going on for 600 years.
Okay.
And the single most handsome, strongest men of the village are chosen every 4 years to take part in this festival that represents this struggle between these two young men of the village that fought a dragon, in a river dragon.
Okay.
I believe it's commonly believed that it's a metaphorical story, and the dragon could have been another village battle, or it could have been the weather, could have been something else.
Okay.
But the tradition has gone on, and it's an incredible thing. And they carry this enormous wooden ball around. They have two teams in a pitch about the size of a tennis court, and it's covered in mud. And the entire village comes out to watch, and they basically run around carrying this. And here's one of the young men doing a backflip after they scored. So they occasionally get the ball into a hole at the other end.
Yeah. Was it difficult taking photos in such a environment, because the mud, it can go anywhere, everywhere?
It was.
To the lenses, for example.
I chose to basically get very high from the back and shoot over everybody's heads.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of local people helped me with that, getting me chairs and holding me so that I wouldn't fall over.
Now I want to ask you, in the introduction, I quote you, and then you once said that the amazing thing about Hanoi is that it's, a big city, is quite remarkably similar to other cities, but it is also very unique, right? So can you elaborate more on this, like how unique Hanoi is?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that coming from the cities that I have lived in, like Wellington in New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, London in England, the rapid change and speed of development in Hanoi is quite incredible. You've got a city that's growing.
Marcus has spent nearly 6 years roaming Hanoi's roads, streets, and villages to interact with the lovely locals and express through his images his special appreciation for Vietnam's capital.
Hello and welcome to Talk Vietnam. The amazing thing about Hanoi as a big city is that it is remarkably similar to other great cities, yet it is very unique in its own way. And this is the comment of our guest on Talk Vietnam today.
Chiều nay thấy hoa cười chợt nhớ chạy lòng tôi tới bao niềm nhớ người nơi xa xăm phương trời ơi người con buồn con nhớ nắng phai rồi em ơi chiều xuân có một người ngơ ngác điều một tình thương nơi phương trời u chiều nay hoa xuân bay nhiều chiều tàn dần phai trên ngàn lan tìm đâu bóng hình người về còn nhớ người yêu dấu bên bờ thành viên lòng này còn nguyên mãi đêm xuân dài mà đâu có ai chiều nay có một loài hoa vỡ bên trời đời mùa xuân